Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel ACB Designs. On this tutorials I'm going to teach you how to make this beautiful corset dress. Please, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe after watching. Hit the like and then comment in the comment section. Please, let's get started. So the materials I'll be needing are my lining, 2 yards of African fabric, my interfacing or stiff, my 1/2-inch elastic band, bones, 1/2-inch bias, scissors, pins, tailor's chalk, and then tape measure. Okay, so let's get started. Please, the measurements I'll be needing for my corset off shoulder top are bust 38 and then waist 20, waist 32, sorry, bust 38 and then waist 32. Okay, so we are about to work with the bust measurement. Bust 38 divided by 4 will give me 9.5 plus 4 inches. 4 inches, that means 2 inches as my dart allowance and then 2 inches as my sewing allowance. So 9.5 plus 4 inches will give me 13.5. There's my 13.5. Okay, since it's an off shoulder top, I will just take from shoulder to chest measurement 7 inches away. So I'll be starting from 7 inches downwards. So from chest to nipple, or from shoulder to nipple, 12 inches, under bust 16 inches, and then to waist, please, the person is tall, so to waist I'll be using 9 inches. My sewing allowance is included, 19 inches. Okay, so same thing at this side, 12 inches as the nipple line, bust line, 16 inches my under bust, and then 19 inches as my waistline. Okay, I'll then connect the lines with my ruler. Okay, so after connecting the lines with my ruler, I'll then work on the dart. So from center front to the side, I'll be using 8 inches interval. Since it unfold, it's going to be 4 inches. That interval 2 inches. Same thing at the under bust, 4 inches and then 2 inches, that's interval. So on the bust point, I'll be having 5 inches. Okay, I'll just locate the center, and then at the chest area, 4 inches and then 2 inches, that's interval. I'll then connect the points with my ruler and then cut my back. Afterwards, I'll cut the same thing on my lining pieces and cut out my dart. I'll also cut the same thing on my interfacing, that is stiff or violin. Okay, so before I'll cut my back, what I will be doing is to extend the front, to extend the center front about 6 inches long, and then connect to my waistline. Okay, so I'll cut out. After cutting out, I will just fold this and then pin to cut my back, because the extension, I only want it for the front, not the back. Okay, so I will cut my back as well. Okay, so please, this is the front. I'll be cutting the back. Please, for the back, I'll be taking away the zip allowance because I wouldn't be placing zip at the back. I wouldn't be placing zip at the back. It's rather going to be lacing. So I'll just fold 2 inches away and then cut out. So I'll be cutting the same thing, just that I took 2 inches. That is supposed to be the zip allowance. I took it away. So I will cut out and then cut the same thing on my lining pieces and then on my interfacing. Okay, so this is what I'll be having after cutting my interfacing and then my lining. Okay, so the next thing to do is to go ahead and then iron the interfacing together with the working fabric. Afterwards, we join the darts together. Okay, so this is it after attaching my interfacing and then stitching my lining. Okay, so I joined my lining pieces and then stitched on the darts. Same thing on the main fabric as well. Okay, so the next thing to do is to go ahead and then shape our top. Okay, so I'll be working with the lining pieces first before transferring it on my main fabric. Okay, so please, this is how I'll be facing it. After folding the lining pieces for the front this way, I'll let the back also face it like this, making the sides face each other. Okay, I will then slope it from this point. I'll then slope it from this point and then measure for the back. Measure like 2 inches down. No, 2.5. Okay, let me use 2.5 down. So what I'll be doing is to slope the front this way and then connect it to the back where I marked like this. And then when it comes to the center front here, I'll also mark one. Okay, I'll mark 2.5 at the front and then also join it this way. Okay, so this is how it's going to be like. I'll just cut out and then cut the same thing on my main fabric. Okay, please, when it comes to the back here, because it's going to be lacing, I will then reduce it by 3 inches. I'll reduce it by 3 inches. Reduce the same thing here by 3 inches. Okay, so I'll take this part off. I will take this part off. Okay, so this is it after shaping my front. The next thing to do is to join the back to it. We are going to shape it according to our measurement. Okay, so the bust measurement is 38 inches minus 3 inches because it's a princess bag that we used, so we are going to take away 3 inches because the bust side is poking. So to make it fit perfectly, you are going to subtract 3 inches from the measurements. Okay, so bust measurement 38 minus 3 inches will give me 35. 35 divided by 2 will give me 17.5. Okay, so we'll be shaping it according to the measurements, and then we do the same thing on our lining pieces. Okay, so this is what I'll be having after stitching at the side and side. Okay, or joining the back to the side and side. Same thing on our lining pieces. The next thing we are going to do is to apply our bias. We are going to shape it in any shape that we want, any shape at all, any shape at all. After attaching our bias, this is what I'll be having. The next thing to do is to place the lining, making sure the right size faces each other this way. Then we go ahead and stitch from this end all the way to the bust area, now to this end, and then to the bust area as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and then stitch all around. Okay, so this is what I'll be having after attaching my lining pieces and then top stitching as well. The next thing to do is to create our loops at the back of our corset, and then you go ahead and fix in our boning. So this is the loops we are going to fix at the back, and then fix in our boning. So you're about to fix the loops. You will then place it on the right side, or let me say on the working fabric instead. Then we pin. You arrange it in any interval you want, whether very close or with a large interval, let's say 1 inch or 1.5 or 2 inches. Okay, after fixing our loops and then finishing it with our lining, we then went ahead and finished the hem area with a bias. Okay, then we created a long strip for lacing at the back. Okay, our top is almost ready. We are now about to cut the sleeves to be attached to it. Please, at this point, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, kindly do so. Press the notification bell to notify you anytime I upload any video. And if you are done watching the video, please don't forget to hit the like button and then comment in the comment section. Okay, so let's cut the sleeves. Okay, so we are going to fold the rest of our fabric pieces together like this. I used 2 yards of African print. So after making my corset top, the rest of the fabric, I will then fold it into 2 this way. So the measurement is 24 by 45 inches. I will then divide it into 2. Okay, so the next thing to do is to go ahead and then fold in 1/2 inch and then another 1/2 inch this way, another half an inch this way, then we top stitch all along to this side. Afterwards, we will do the same thing at the down area, so both top and down will be stitched. Okay, same thing on the other pieces as well. All right, this is it after stitching half an inch and then inserting our elastic band. We then went ahead to join it together this way, and then we stitched down half an inch. Okay, so this is all we have for our sleeves. We did the same thing on the other side as well. We will then go ahead and then attach it to our main body of the corset. Okay, so this is it after attaching the sleeves to our main body. Okay, so this is it. We have it all puffy. Okay, so this is all we have for our corset top. See you all in our next video. Bye.